Hi everybody, happy Monday. I got some exciting mail. I just wanted to open it on camera. This is the Pokemon Rock Love jewelry collection, and I was so excited to finally get some. They've been out for a little while, like they've released some previous collections, but I was waiting for my favorite Pokemon to kind of make an appearance. And first off, let me just say that these boxes are unreal. The theming is just insane to me. Look, it looks like a Pokeball. Kill me. That's awesome. Okay, I don't know which one's which, so let's just open it. How does this work? Okay, so first off, look at that theming. Okay, stop it. These are the cutest little Togepi earrings. See if I can get it to focus. The quality of these is unreal. Look at the detail. Like, look at his little face. His little facial expression. I mean, come on. And it's got like some of the colors of his shell. I love Togepi. I think he is precious and kind of gets forgotten about now with all the new cute little like fairy types. And the fact that the other one has a completely different face. Like, look. They're so absolutely the most precious little babies. I mean, I kind of can't wait to wear them. Please. Like, that is adorable. Okay, next up. Now, this was always my favorite. This is my starter type every time. This is my all-time favorite Pokemon. You guessed it. Oh, dadgummit. Charmander. I love him. Okay, look at this precious little guy. I love him. I love him so much. Okay, this is so amazing. He looks so good. And the quality, guys, is just unreal. He's got a lot of like heft to him. So I feel like he's going to look really good on. I'm going to actually put him on and show you. And maybe I'll put the earrings in too. Let's just have a full-on Pokemon day. Hang on. Like, seriously. Look how cute he is. Like, he looks so good. I just love him. Okay, that looks great. And then check out the earrings. I think they hang like really well. They're not overly massive, but you can definitely tell that there's a Pokemon hanging out of my ear. I can't. This is absolutely adorable. Okay, stop. I love it. Rock Love, this is a win. If you haven't checked them out, they have such great, this is my first pieces from them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are the first ones I've ever bought. But I'm super impressed with the quality. The ship time was fantastic. I think these launched late last week and they're already here. Or maybe it was early, maybe it was like last Tuesday. But I mean, I ordered them last week and they're already here. And they're fantastic. If they have any left, like, run. Go get some because they're so cute. Does anyone else love Pokemon? Is it just me? I love them. Who is your starter? Who did you start with? That's what I want to know. I'm always a fire type, pretty much regularly. Guys, okay, I wanted to check in because I got a package in the mail today from Waterstones, and it's a really beautiful edition of a book that I wanted to read, which is The Court of Miracles by Kessler Grant. And I wanted to read this not only because it sounded awesome, but also because this edition is absolutely gorgeous from Waterstones. It's their exclusive edition, so I'm going to show it off for you. I will say, upon like just inspecting it, it looks like, I don't know if these are like fingerprints or what that is, but I'm like slightly disappointed. I don't know, I'm really picky about my books. I can't stand it if there's any like rips and tears around there, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that quality. But let's like look under the dust jacket because that's where the fun is. Okay, ready? Look at that. That is stunning. It says, take what you will. And then the side. Now I kind of wish that the design did go on the back as well, like just kind of flowed evenly, but it's fine. It's really pretty. And then the end papers are also. Okay, so here's something that's cool. I feel like I never see people do table of contents anymore, but I'm kind of cool. Like, that's neat that they did that. So yeah, anyway, I'm excited to read this. It'll definitely be moving on up on my TBR, but I'm excited for this one. It's really pretty. I'm really glad that I ordered it, although I'm disappointed about like the marks there. And I do wish that the edges were sprayed, but you know, what can you do? Pro tip. I have been trying to like cut back on going to Starbucks during this pandemic and everything, like saving money and everything like that. But I figured out, so like, first of all, peep this like Disney World Starbucks cup. I got it off of eBay, but you can buy them in the parks. But I just wasn't near the parks, so I just ordered it and I love it. But anyway, you can make this like, I'm trying to be healthier, and you can make this with the Tazo tea that you can buy like in the store. I got mine at Target, and it's the passion fruit, like pre-made, already mixed. You can also like do the tea and actually brew the tea and make it that way. But you do about, I think it's like 1/4 of a cup of the actual tea. And then I use the 0 calorie lemonades to then add that to the rest, and then some sweetener if I really like it. So yeah, it's been a really good drink. I'm really impressed with it, and it tastes like I'm drinking Starbucks, so I'm happy with that. And it's free. Well, I mean, besides like buying it, but it's fine. Incendiary right now, and there's a scene where she's like running across this plaza to get to someone. I'm trying not to be spoilery here, and it totally reminds me of Lord, why can't I think of it? I keep wanting to say Midnight Sun, but that's obviously not it. Not eclipse. What is new moon? Okay, that's it. Totally reminds me of Bella like running through the streets of Italy trying to get to Edward before he gets in the sunlight. Like, this scene at about page 130 is giving me those vibes so bad, and it's cracking me up. Okay, back to reading. Did this just happen? Oh, and quaking leaves. Wait a minute. happen? Whoa. Okay, well, that changes things. Don't really know where we go from here. That's big. I have to document the way he's sitting. What in the... This is hilarious. Suko, why are you sitting like that? On your butt like a human. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Again, watching Tim Tracker because I would rather be at Disney. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday and this is the first time I'm checking in because I have been working all day. I work from home in case anyone's curious. I'm not gonna tell what company I work for or what I do, but I do work from home. So even before the pandemic, I was always working from home, which is really, really nice. But I just wanted to check in real quick because I just have a couple of updates. So first of all, I was on Instagram this morning and I saw someone else post their edition of the Court of Miracles that they got from Waterstones, and theirs had sprayed edges. So I have a feeling that something went wrong with my edition, and I even did a deep dive on their website this morning. And yeah, the edition that I ordered, the only other option besides the signed edition, which was sold out, was the edition that I ordered that had navy sprayed edges. So anyway, yeah, I'm slightly annoyed because I wouldn't have ordered it. That's what I was saying to myself yesterday. I kept thinking, why did I order this? Because it didn't seem, besides the naked hardcover, it really didn't seem all that special. So anywho, I reached out to them via email this morning and sent them pictures of what I got and also what was listed on the website. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be able to remedy that. But yeah, I don't know what that was about. So also, Peep Togepi, repping him today, loving it. But I also wanted to show you this art print that I also got in the mail today. Hang on just one sec. Okay, this bad boy showed up from LitJoy Crate. Yeah, I think that's it. And it was the art print that was a puzzle piece in one of their recent boxes that Rosie Thorns did. And it is, of course, A Court of Mist and Fury, or a Court of Thorns and Roses, whichever book you want to claim. And I loved it. I really was sad that I didn't get the puzzle, but they released prints in their store, so I hopped on that real fast. So yeah, isn't it gorgeous? I just love the look of it. It's not super big, but the pricing was good for the size and everything. So I can't wait to add that to my wall. And it really gives off the Beauty and the Beast vibes with the stained glass look. I wish I could afford, or I wish she could just make me one of her paper crafts, because that's what she does with most of these, and I die. Okay, I also wanted to talk about the ingredients that I used in the Starbucks homemade drink that I did yesterday. So basically, I just fill this cup with ice, however much ice you want. And then these are the three things that I use. So I found most of this stuff at Target. This is the Tazo Iced Passion herbal tea. It's literally already pre-mixed for you, but you could buy the tea itself and brew it. I just skipped that step. And then I use this sparkling ice classic lemonade that's 0 calories and 0 sugar. You can also use the Crystal Light if you wanted to, their version, but I just prefer the fizziness of this. And then to top it off, I use a little bit of some kind of sweetener that's 0 calories, stevia, whatever it may be. So basically you just fill the tea up maybe a little less than halfway, and then put the rest of your lemonade in there, and then a few squirts of this, and there you have it. to talk about Incendiary. I am over halfway through at this point. Hey, Milo. And I just want to talk about what's going on, how I'm feeling about it. I'm really enjoying it. I know that I mentioned a couple days ago in my last vlog that I just wasn't really buying the relationship. There was a reason why. Turns out, if you paid attention yesterday, that reason basically happened. So it's about two warring kingdoms. Like I mentioned, the Moria are the people who have the magical abilities, and they have a rebel group called the Whispers. The main girl that we follow, her name is Renata, and they call her Ren, and she is part of this like rebel group, the Whispers. She and her boyfriend Dez. Dez is like the son of the main Whisper guy. So basically, they are trying to find. They found out that there is a weapon that that the king and the justice and all the evil people, essentially, all the people without magic have now, that they can essentially cure the people, like take away their magic. It kind of reminds me in Legend of Korra of Amon, so think of it like that. So from here on, I'm just gonna say like spoiler warnings for this. So basically, there's a really big catalyst that happens. I mean, actually, it's like 120-ish pages in that, yeah, that kind of sends Renata off on her own journey, because she, spoiler, Dez dies. I'm not going to say how, because, I mean, you would probably like to find out how. But yeah, so he gets killed and essentially sends her into a tailspin. And she feels responsible because there's a piece of it that made her feel like it was her own fault for his death, and that she has to fix it, that she has to find this cure on her own. Unfortunately, her type of magic, she can steal people's memories, and she's called a Robari. So they are not trusted even among their own kind. So the Mariah, the Whispers, they don't trust her. So she feels very alone, and I can understand that in her character. So she has basically gone undercover. So it's really interesting now because, yeah, like I was saying a few days ago, I wasn't buying the relationship. I guess it's because he dies. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, now she's like deep undercover. I'm curious about how this is going to go, because in my opinion, like, won't the prince recognize her? Because I feel like he's seen her a couple of times now. So I'm like curious on how she's going to get away with it. That's like, she's not met him yet, but I feel like, I mean, there have been 2 instances that I know of already where they have like been around each other. So I'm confused. Is he not going to like recognize her? Come on. I don't know. So I would really like to finish this tonight if possible. I have probably a little under 200 pages left. It's been really good. I am really enjoying it, and definitely can see myself continuing with this series. So like I said, that's where I'm at right now, and I'll keep you posted as I go. Okay, I'm reading, and I just wanted to give like a quick update because I just ran across a quote that I really loved. So basically, we're introduced to a new character, Lady Nuria, and Renata basically asks her why she's so kind, because she, at first, you would think that she would probably be just like a rude heiress, and her response to Renata was, "I choose it, but don't mistake my kindness for weakness." And that so stuck out to me because I went through a pretty nasty relationship, an end to the relationship, I guess you could say. And really, that was something that I tried to do. I tried to just still be kind, because quite frankly, it takes so much more energy to be hateful. And I always chose just to be kind. But you don't want to mistake that for a weakness. So I think that's so important to remember that. And that quote right there just really stuck out to me. And man, if I tabbed books, I would totally tab that. So yeah, there you go. That's my update. Watching some Zelda. Let's do a little bit of training. Can you go down? Yes. Odin, stay. Odin, here. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. Place. Place. Good boy. Down. Yes. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Ready? Yeah, good catch. Sit. There we go. Zelda. Good catch, buddy. Like I mentioned earlier, I got a new art print today. So now comes the fun time of trying to figure out where to fit it. Wish me luck. Okay, found the perfect spot right down here. I'm obsessed with all of my prints. I love them all. This isn't even all of them, but I still love them. If you want an in-depth tour, let me know. Would be happy to show them. Side note, this is Raja. He's about 10 years old. He was my first ever pet that I adopted by myself. Right, buddy? He does not get along well with the other cats. So he stays in my room and we play musical cats. I switch them out multiple times a day. It's really fun. But they're all happy. And that's what's important, right, buddy? Yeah? Oh, you telling everybody hi? What a sweet boy. Document how precious you are right now, because you're just such a precious little bean. Boop. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I mean, is that what day it is? I can't keep straight anymore. But on a good note, I finished Incendiary last night. Stayed up way past my bedtime. Could not put the last 100 pages down. And let me just tell you, I gave it so many 5 stars. This book was excellent. I have nothing but great things to say about it. I was at loss for words last night. I mean, seriously, it has everything you could want. A great magic system. Kind of gives me off like Grisha vibes a little bit, but it's definitely not like a copycat version. And it also has a ton of like political intrigue. Love that portion. And there's a great like mystery-ness to it because you truly don't know. I definitely saw some of the twist coming, if that makes sense. But at the same time, they were done really well. And I did feel like there was still some mystery left to it. Like, even though I kind of guessed some of the plot twists at the end, I definitely didn't feel like it was like, eye roll, like the same sort of thing. But truly it ends on such a good note. And I can already tell you it's going to be such a like slow burn romance because really there's hardly any romance in this book. So but I'm feeling like it's definitely building. There's going to be a slow burn there and I'm so excited for it. She did a really good job keeping us guessing the entire time. And truly it just was great. I don't know what I was trying to do there with my hand. Maybe a chef's kiss, but like, I don't know. So yeah, if you haven't picked this up yet, do it. Run. It's great. I will say out of all of the books that I've read this year, this is definitely high up on my list. And I feel like it's one of my favorite reads of 2020. I mean, yes, I loved Crescent City and all of those good stuff, but this is the first book that I've read by an author that is new to me, that I truly loved. I've read a lot of the the newer releases from authors this year that are, again, new to me. And this is the one that stands out as my ultimate favorite right now. So, yeah, that was great. And so now, at this point, I am going to be picking up Lord of Shadows. I wanted to get Incendiary done before I moved forward with the Shadowhunter series, just because I knew I would get caught up in that and put Incendiary on the back burner. So definitely wanted to just go ahead and finish that out. So I'm going to be picking up Lord of Shadows, which is book 2 in the Dark Artifices series. And I'm looking forward to reading that. And then I also like to pick something else up that's kind of more of a fluff book on my Kindle or Nook or whatever I happen to be reading at the moment. And I believe, so I have been trying to do a reread of the Vampire Academy series from forever ago. And I read all of them super fast. And so I started on the second series, like the spin-off series that was about Sydney, who was the alchemist that kind of gets introduced later on in the series. So I actually only have one book left. And it's been on my Goodreads as like currently reading for like a month now. So I'm actually going to go ahead and finish that out because I'm on the last book. And I've really enjoyed that reread. If you've never checked out the Vampire Academy series, it's just such a good, simple series. I read them back in high school. So, I mean, that was 10 years ago. Well, 12 really. And absolutely fell in love with that world. I love Rose and Dimitri. I love Adrian. I think they're all great. So I have really enjoyed stepping back into that world lately. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and finish out the last book in that series as well. So that should probably carry into the weekend. That's kind of my plan right now. So we'll see. But yeah, so far that's what we're doing. Yeah, again, I really loved Incendiary. Please pick it up. If you have not read that yet, it was really good. I was super impressed. And let me tell you, my most disappointing read so far this year has been, let me grab it off my shelf. I say this with a heavy heart because the cover pulled me in. Bonecryer's Moon. I don't know. It disappointed me. It came in my Owl Crate and Fairy Loot, so I have 2 editions of it. And I'm going to keep them because I like to collect things, and we can't deny, this cover is gorgeous. It's absolutely incredible. But the book, 2 stars, unfortunately for me. If you liked it, great. That's fine. We can have totally different taste in book. But it was disappointing for me. So, yeah, I was really happy to find something out of my book subscription boxes that I absolutely adored. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't, and I will check in with you guys later. Zuko wanted to say hello to the vlog. Say hi, buddy. Oh, so does Cora. I gave them an afternoon snack, so they're super happy. Cora, don't do that. Not on the film. That's embarrassing. Does anyone else just get so soothed by cat purrs? I know I do. If only you had a scar on your face, you would really be Zuko then. But we're glad you don't. Also, please check out this pillow of my favorite all-time book. And it's got the words from the first chapter on the side. I had this made off Etsy. It's got the back, and then on the inside, it's got chapter 54. I'm going to try to blur it out. If you don't know, it's my favorite chapter. And then this great portrait of them together. Really jealous. My friend Megan has it, an actual picture of it, and you can't buy it anymore. So, very jealous on that. Okay, Zuko, say we'll check in with you later. Okay, one more thing. I took Odin out, and this totally came into my brain. But Renata from Incendiary definitely reminds me of Elphaba from Wicked, especially the song No Good Deed Goes Unpunished. That song just came into my brain as I was thinking about the ending of that book. So yeah, I really, really liked it. There we go. That's all I'm going to say. Also, one of my favorite pictures of Milo. I don't know why, I just loved it. Hey guys, happy Thursday. Well, today is my Friday. Woo! I just finished up work for the day. It's been a very long day. Had a lot going on, so really couldn't step away. Haven't done any reading or anything like that today so far, but it's officially like my weekend. So let's get started with a few unboxings. So I recently decided to go on kind of a little binge on eBay for vintage things. Disney vintage things. Let's not get it twisted here. So I found these, and they are the most precious little babies. You guessed it. Well, I mean, I don't think you guessed it because I just didn't tell you anything. But they are vintage plush Haunted Mansion hitchhiking ghosties that still have their tag on there, like the original tag. It says hitchhiking ghost happy haunt hashtag number 999 mini beanbag. Look at how cute he is. He's got his little suitcase. So all three of them are here. I want to see if there's anything on the inside. So these look like they're actually from Disneyland because the tag says New Orleans Square. But I mean, the hitchhiking ghosts are everywhere and they're in great condition. Like, seriously, these look amazing. So here's the first one. I wish I could sit him right there. Next up, we have Ezra. That was Phineas. So the one with the suitcase, his name is Phineas. This one is Ezra, and he has his little boiler hat, and it's so cute. I love him. Look how precious he is. So that's like the tallest hitchhiking ghost. Ah! The cats are really interested in what's going on. And then last but not least is Gus. And he's the one who has the ball and chain, essentially. He looks so good. These are great. I'm so happy to own them. I love anything Haunted Mansion. I did the Disney College program back in 2011, which is basically you go and you work at the Disney parks while you're in college, and I worked in Animal Kingdom specifically. So, but while I was there, I was lucky enough to get to go on a tour of the Haunted Mansion, like behind the scenes type tour, where the lights were on and they showed us how everything worked. And it was so magical and so interesting, and really made my love for Disney, well, especially for the Haunted Mansion, soar into new heights. So here we are collecting old vintage plush of the Haunted Mansion. And Zuko is really interested in what is going on behind me. So I'm going to put them right there for now. So yeah, that's great. And then next up, we have some bookish mail. So I pre-ordered this. This is the Wicked Fable box, or Fabled box, I guess. And it was the February box, specifically one based on the Illuminae files and Aurora Rising, which those are series that I absolutely love. And first of all, I'm pretty sure this is Katie from the Illuminae files. Love it. I mean, as you can see, I have a whole J. Kristoff shelf behind me. And Amy Kaufman by default as well. So I need to check out her books as well. Has anyone read any of her other books? I am interested to know. So comment down below. But first of all, in the box, there is a light up canvas, and it says, "And outside my skin, an infinity illuminated by a billion stars, the beauty of the universe in the grandest and smallest things." And I'm pretty sure it lights up. I'll have to take it out of the package and see if the planets light up. But that's really neat. So there's that. And more importantly, let's get in the box. So this is the Illuminae Files and Aurora Rising Interstellar Squad, February 2020 box. And I believe that they were really behind, and so they stopped making boxes until they caught up on their February and March one based on COVID. So it seems like they're back on track, which is great for them. So first of all, there's 3 candles in here. So the first one is Squad 312. And it says, "We the Legion, we the light, burning bright against the night." And I wonder if it tells you like what the scent fragrance notes are. Let's see here. Frosted Juniper is this one. Let's see. Ooh. I like that. It reminds me of like Christmas meets perfume. Does that make sense? I don't know. So we'll put that there. Next up is the Aurora Academy, which smells like cherry and lime, which are, oh man, 2 of my favorite flavors. Ooh, okay. That's so interesting. Definitely fruity and smells like cherry and lime, and I actually really like it. And it's a really pretty like pink color. I'm not sure if that probably comes across white, but this is what the actual candle looks like. And so the next candle is Air, which, I mean, Aiden is one of my favorite characters from this world. And it says, "I am no hero, nor am I a villain. I am Aiden." And ooh, that smells so good. It is blood orange and tart citrus. Ooh, that's really good. That's probably my favorite one so far. I'll have to fix my shelf. My pens for Nevernight fell off the book. I keep them like kind of put in one of the Nevernight books, and they just all fell out. So we'll have to fix those. The last candle in here is Heimdall, and it's jasmine and mint. Jasmine, frosted musk, and citrus. Ooh, that smells good too. Okay, there are none of the candles, like I like all of the candles. So that's a good thing. Okay. Next up, there's all the little peanuts in there. Okay. The pins. So the spoilers that I've seen of these pins are insane. They are so beautiful. Ugh, this is so pretty. "You shine brighter than any constellation in the sky." Look at that pin. I mean, that is unreal. That is such a pretty pin. I'm really impressed. And then there's a second pin that says, "You have me until the last star in the galaxy dies, you have me." So this one is the Illuminate Files pin. The other one was Aurora Rising. They're just all so pretty. I'm really impressed. Like, those are good pins. And they're big. They're really big pins too. Okay, and then there is a pillowcase. And I already have an Illuminate Files pillowcase, and I like it better. So this is a smaller one. And it says, "We the Legion, we the light, burning bright against the night." So for Aurora Rising. And it says the same thing on the other side. So I can take this or leave it. It's okay. And then, so we have this amazing bookmark, which I saw in a spoiler video. And it is outrageously gorgeous. I don't even know, like, this is the first bookmark in a book box that I've seen like this. And just take a look. Like, it is so delicate and so pretty. And it has the Aurora Rising, the A hanging off the back there. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah. I will be using that bookmark more than once. Okay. And we're getting down to the bottom here, which are the art prints. And they did character cards for everyone in the Illuminate Files. And Zuko keeps hitting my camera because he sees light bouncing off of things. Okay. So, first of all, we have Katie. And it has like quotes on the back from them, which is really cool. So I like that a lot. So we have Katie up first. Then we have Hannah. Who's your favorite? Like, out of all of the people in the Illuminate files, like, who is your favorite? Ugh. Then we have Nick. Look. He looks so good. Then we have Asha. And it's kind of the same thing on the back. And then we have our Ella. And this is like some of the first character art that I've seen of her, and I think that's great. And yeah, this one's Ezra. And then we have Reese. Do they say Reese? I always say Reese. So those are all of the little character art, which I think is great. I love having that. And then we also have a double-sided art print that matches the canvas. So this is the canvas that we got. And then on the back side, we have Cal and Aurora. So awesome. I'll probably display this side just because we already have the canvas of the other side. So yeah, that makes it easy. So I appreciate that thought. Overall, this is one of my favorite book boxes that I've ever gotten. Everything is very usable. My least favorite thing is definitely the pillowcase, just because I already have an Illuminate pillowcase and I like it better. But really, the pins, the bookmarks, the character art, even all of the candles, they all smell great. I'm really impressed with the quality, and I appreciate the time that they took doing that. So hats off to you guys. Awesome job. And then, of course, we can't forget our hitchhiking ghost. So a little bit of Disney Magic mail today, along with some bookish mail. And then, so at this point, I am about, I don't know, 40 pages into Lord of Shadows, so I'm not too far into that. And then I also, like I mentioned yesterday, started heading into all of the, what is it called? I think, what is that? So I'm reading all of the spin-off Bloodlines. That's what they're overall called, I guess, the Bloodlines series from the Vampire Academy spin-off about Sydney and Adrian. So I'm on the last book at this point, and I'm, again, probably like 50 pages into it. So yeah, good so far, enjoying those. I'll probably, this is going to be the last day of this like weekly reading vlog because my weekend starts tomorrow. So my goal will be to finish both those books over the weekend. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have at this point. I will just talk to you guys in a little while. Side note, does anyone use Scentsy? Or just wax melts in general? They have like a Disney line that I love. And this is the Circle of Life scent that I've got going right now that you saw in the earlier clip. And it's just so good. I love all of these wax melts. I had stocked up on them, so I'm trying to use all of the ones I have up before I order any new ones. But just curious, does anyone else use these? Do you have like a favorite scent? I love these. Well, I was gonna sit out here and read, but it rained and I forgot to bring my stuff back in. So now my cushions need to drain. That's annoying, isn't it, buddy? You don't really care. So, like I said earlier, I'm about 50 pages into Lord of Shadows. So, Lord of Shadows is book 2 in the Dark Artifices series, and it takes place about 2 weeks or so after Lady Midnight, from what I can gather. So, it's a pretty thick boy. She's about, I don't know, 700 pages, and I'm only like 50 pages in. But they're pretty easy to read, like they flow really fast. So, I always love that. It's been an interesting start because there was a lot of fallout at the end of Lady Midnight. We found out who actually killed Emma's parents, who was responsible for a lot of the like necromancy that was going on in Los Angeles, and how everything kind of tied together, and we kind of ultimately saw what the purpose is right now. There was a pretty big like cliffhanger at the end that's not been addressed yet, so I'll be curious to know how that's going to be. But I'm also loving that we're getting to see some of our old favorite characters come back and play in different roles. So for example, like Jason Clary, as they're running the New York Institute now, I think it's so fun to see them 5 years later kind of grown up and grown into themselves. But I also like want to follow them along, like what's going on. They're looking for something too, and they have all these secrets and I want to know. So there's that piece of it. So I hope we get to keep finding out about that. I also think that it's really interesting with the cold piece that happened right after City of Heavenly Fire. Also, don't know if you can hear Odin drinking in the background, but yeah, there's that. So after City of Heavenly Fire, the fairies kind of had like a big portion to do with what happened in the last 3 Mortal Instruments series. So after everything, all the fallout, the cold piece was enacted and shadow hunters are banned from helping the fae, from doing anything for them. Like they can't step in, they can't interact with them, there's nothing that can happen there. So that's been really interesting to see how that's unfolded in this world, and how all of the shadow hunt, like basically all the downworlders still hate them, which, I mean, they always hate them. What's new? So there's that. But anyway, yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog. So thank you for joining along. I hope that you'll subscribe and come back for a new weekend reading vlog on Monday. So yeah, thanks so much. Talk to you guys later.